Okay, so today we're diving into something pretty interesting. It all stems from this Washington Post report and, well, the reaction to it. Basically, it's all about tariffs and specifically Trump's tariff plan and whether it's about to change or not.
Yeah, it's kind of a confusing story, right? I mean, at first it sounded like maybe Trump was going to ease up on the whole universal tariff
But
thing.
exactly, like move away from these huge tariffs on like almost everything. And
hmm
honestly, a lot of people, even folks you wouldn't expect, thought that could be a good thing. Economists, politicians, both sides of the aisle even.
Yeah, well, universal tariffs, they can really mess things up. I mean, prices go up for everyone, businesses too, not just consumers. And then other countries start hitting us back with their own tariffs, which hurts our exports.
Yeah, totally a recipe for like economic chaos, right?
Exactly. Targeted tariffs, though, I mean, they're not perfect, but they're a lot less disruptive, They just focus on specific industries or products, maybe where there's some shady stuff going on, like unfair trade practices.
Makes sense. So the Washington Post report kind of hinted that maybe Trump was thinking about going the targeted route, but then we got his response.
On Truth Social, let's just say he wasn't exactly subtle about it.
Yeah, he did not hold back.
Called it fake news, said those anonymous sources the Post quoted. Didn't exist. Flat out denied that his tariffs plan was going to be pared back. I mean, it was a pretty strong statement. No question where he stands on those universal tariffs.
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. We have a report suggesting a possible change. Maybe it's something good for the economy, right? But then, boom, a very public and very forceful denial. And like one YouTube commentator we saw, they were saying that this might have been like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, the commentator was saying even if the report was just speculation, maybe Trump could have just downplayed it a little, right? Or even hinted that he was, open to other ideas. That might have reassured some people about like his future economic policies. Maybe calm things down a bit.
Instead, it's like full steam ahead with the universal tariffs, which is what a lot of economists are really worried about. Remember that commentator's takeaway?
Oh, yeah, they were pretty clear about it.
Right.
We're all screwed. I mean, a lot of people are worried about these tariffs, and for good reason. Inflation could spike, trade wars could erupt. Who knows what could happen to the economy?
Yeah, not exactly a rosy picture. And the commentator also pointed out that this kind of fits with how Trump usually reacts to media reports. Doesn't seem to matter if the report's positive, negative, or whatever. He often just comes out swinging.
True, true.
So what have we learned from this whole thing?
Well, it seems pretty clear that there's this big disconnect, right? You have this news report hinting at a potentially less drastic policy, and then you have this very strong, very public denial of that policy. It really makes you think, like, why such a strong reaction to something that, at least on the surface, could be seen as a good thing? What does it tell us about how future policies might be decided and, how seriously should we take these kinds of strong pronouncements when we're trying to figure out what's actually going to happen?
That's a great question. And, it's something for all of us to consider as we try to make sense of this, let's call it ever-evolving political and economic landscape. So food for thought, everyone. And as always, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.